streets are very narrow. Here is no any pavement, and he just place for one car. It is not usual for Ukrainians because in Ukraine we have to have a wide streets with pavement for both sides of the road, and we never had such a small narrow streets. I believe it's quite old part of this town where people lived before cars. You see how narrow it is. Okay, I bought a little bit food. Unfortunately, we should buy food. Foundation do not give us everything and every time we need. I want to talk to you. I want to tell you maybe some questions you wanted to ask me, but I need to sit somewhere, not here. Here is a very beautiful place. Look. You see, it is small ducks, wild ducks. It is amazing. Where's their mother? While I'm sitting here in this beautiful place near this river, it is quiet and I have some time to talk to you about Italian food because you know that in Italy food is important, very important thing. It's not the main question I want to share with you, but it is because I'm just add a little bit so that is what I'm thinking about now. What is the attitude of Ukrainians to Italian food? First of all, Ukraine is very famous also by its food. Ukrainians also like to eat. We have good soil. We plant in Ukraine. People plant a lot of different things, and of course, in Ukraine, food is very important. And before war, and maybe in old times, Russians they usually go to Ukraine for food, and there was expression that Ukraine feed Russia as a like more southern country, and when we was in one country in USSR, and before Ukraine was like a place where Russians like to rest and to eat a lot. So for Ukrainians also food is very important. But it is different. In Ukraine, we mostly like to eat potato, roasted potato, boiled potato, potato with salted fish. We call it in Ukraine oseledets. Here, no such a fish. They only have anchovies, but it's small fish, and they do not have it here. Maybe somewhere, I just don't know, but I didn't see it. Also, in Ukraine, we didn't eat much cheese. We do not have such a numerous, quantity of cheese. We do not eat much pasta. We do not eat much macaroni. It's like an dish we usually eat if nothing else we don't want or don't have. So we do not eat that much. We like to eat sour cream. We make lettuce with sour cream, and here Italians they hate sour cream. If they hear about it, they say, "Oh, sour cream. It's not tasty. For them, it's not tasty. They do not eat soup. You know, the famous winter soup in Ukraine, it is borscht with red beets, with cabbage, with carrot, with tomatoes. That's why it is red, and we call it borscht. Here in Italy, they do not like it, they hate it. And people said that if Ukrainians make borscht, Italians try to do not eat it or even throw it away. I heard about such an accident, so they dislike it. And we like to eat borscht with sour cream, and it is very tasty with onion, with a little bit salted onion, fresh onion, of course, with, you know, you put it in the salt. And they do not like it. And we do not like to eat much pasta. So it is differences in our kitchen. The Italians told that especially they like milk of donkey. Donkey milk is very useful for children, for people who are sick, for example. It's very good for health. In Ukraine, we never had donkeys, and here in Italy, they say donkeys, people not have much this kind of animals, so it is very rare and very expensive. In Ukraine, such a equivalent of this milk, it's this milk of the goat. In Ukraine, people believe, and it is proved, that the milk of the goat is very, very good for health, much more better than the milk of the cow. I'm changing the position because here it's very beautiful and I'm just near. No, it's very bad. Okay, like that. So the Ukrainians and Italians very much, like food, but our kitchen completely different. Then I want to share with you my life and my thoughts about being in Italy. Because I'm watching video all the time from Ukraine, of course I want to return to Ukraine, and I do not want to spend whole life in Italy for sure. It is a very beautiful country with the sea, it is very good for rest. I moved to Slovakia, then they said that they have opportunity to send me just to Italy, not to some other country. And as I had a lot of bags and 4 cats, for me it was very important that they said that they will give me a room, and I will stay there, and my cats will be separated rooms, they will not escape. So for me it was very, very important, these things, not that fact that I will be exactly in Italy. So that's why I moved here. And of course here culture different, people they live different life. They in some meaning they closer to us as any people. Sometimes they remind me Ukrainians, but in general they have own quiet life, own interests, and war of Ukraine not much. Of course they support Ukrainians, but they not feel it. You know that these people didn't feel it, they do not know what it is exactly. And that's why of course my heart wants to return, and I don't know how long I will stay here, but for sure that I will return home. It is quiet in Kiev, but it's not safe completely. Sometimes it could be dangerous, and there is a danger all the time of some missile strikes. Of course, I won't return very much, as I told you, because I want to live in my, I didn't plan to be a refugee, I didn't plan to change my country, because a lot of Ukrainians, they immigrate to other countries, try to immigrate to Europe, and maybe a lot of them used this war to move out from Ukraine and start new life in different country, but not me. Of course, I'm worried about my medical study, because now I'm the 3rd year medical student. When the autumn will start, I should be in Kiev, and I should attend medical university. But once again, no one knows what will happen. Will it be in person, or if it will be remotely? Because of the military actions, no one knows. So when I have holidays, because in Ukraine this summer months students do not do nothing, they rest, or they work if they want to. They may find some work for students. So it is the time when I shouldn't attend my university, and it is very good because we can watch the situation in Ukraine. The Minister of Education of Ukraine wants to return pupils and students in person to universities, to schools, and a couple of days ago she said that next educational year will be not online, not remotely, but in person. They try to check underground shelters against bombardments everywhere, but not all people in Ukraine happy because of that. To be in person in university now, if I will return in this autumn in Kiev, it is not a good idea, it is not safe, and a lot of parents, they don't want it. They want to study remotely because they're afraid their kids will be in danger. I watched the information from my university. They try to invite new students. They try to promote the university to apply for their programs, medicine, dentistry, pharmacy. But of course, in such a times, not much people want to become a student even in Kiev. Maybe will be more students for Western Ukrainian universities where more safe. I don't know. I don't know what will be situation in my university with foreign students, because in our university a lot of people from different countries. And before war, we didn't believe that will be war. We even laugh of them, because some foreign students, they take the documents before war, and we didn't think that the war will be. Actually, no one believed in that. And even when the first days it started, everyone mostly joked. Of course, it was a lot of people was scared, but a lot of people also make jokes of it, and they do not understand that it's seriously, that is scary, and only now we understand it. And the foreign students, I think that students who already are students and they didn't took their documents from university, they will study maybe remotely. Maybe our university will do such an option to do not lose the students. I do not know if the new foreign students, there will be people who want to become a medical student in Ukraine now, because in the war times, maybe with a remote study possibly, then they may stay at home where they live in their own country and use internet and just study at home. There could be such a possibility. Also, I think that the quantity of our students will decrease. Maybe someone will move abroad, someone stops this education. It is very hard because the doctors, they have obligations. They cannot go out from country. They, as a military people, they have obligations, because doctors is very important. It's very important profession. They have to be inside of the country, and if it will be necessary, they should cure wounded soldiers. If the number of soldiers will be very big, so doctors of all, especially surgical profession, even obstetrics and gynecology or other, they should help the other, like military surgeons. So for doctors it's not also good time, and maybe some of the future students in our university will quit the study because if this war will last for long, they maybe do not want to be, to sit in the country. And I think that some part of students unsure will not study on. That is my video for today. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.